Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Buddhism 4:30 class. Today is December 6th, 2022. Last week, by mistake, I said today you are going to have the final exam, but it is not today. Sorry, it will be next week, 13th December, December 13th. Because we missed one class on, I think on Columbus Day, we missed one class. So for that reason, we'll be having the final on the 13th of this month, which is next week, next Monday. So today, I would like to introduce you one kind of meditation that is so popular among, especially among Theravada Buddhists, not just Theravada Buddhists, all octos everywhere in the Buddhist world. It is called Metta meditation. Metta meditation. Metta is a Pali word for loving kindness. Loving kindness, benevolence, friendliness. In Sanskrit is called Maitri. So in Buddhism, this is one of the core concepts or one of the core practices. Practicing loving kindness, showing your benevolence to you as well as others. So this is a meditation that has been, we have been looking at many different traditions in Buddhist meditation practice. Any given Buddhist meditation practice, you start with this fundamental concept. Concept is that you show your love, you show your friendliness to who? First, to you. This is the most important thing. If you do not know how to love yourself, then it is impossible for you to love others. That is one of the fundamental concepts in Buddhism. First thing you need to do is to love yourself. Then only you can spread it to others. Just think about this idea. First, love yourself before loving others. If you do not know how to love yourself, then you do not know how to love others. Those of you who are in love with others, first think about this thing, meditate on this thing. Do I love myself? If I do, then I should treat the others in the same way that I love myself. I don't like to be hurt. I don't like to be, neglected. So let me not do that thing to others. So that kind of practice. So it comes from your heart first. So this is a very popular meditation practice all over the world. In any given tradition, this has been there. So how do you do this thing? And by doing all these classes, all these sessions in this class, we have been looking at many different traditions, their history, development, and different variations and things like that. But you did not practice meditation at all. So this is a good opportunity for you to practice. Not now, but in your life, you need to learn at least one meditation. You don't have to be a Buddhist to practice this. You don't have to be a Buddhist. You have to be a human being. If you are a human being, then only you can practice this. The idea is this. first you start loving yourself, and then you spread it, you expand it to others. So how do you do this? If you can sit relaxed and then think about yourself, you can, usually the pattern is like, we think like this: may I be free from suffering. May there be no worries, problems, difficulties for me. May I have good health. May I succeed in all my efforts. May I be free from illness, something like that. So you can develop the idea in that way. First thing is to focus on yourself and think that may I have all kinds of good things, positive things. In that way, you can eliminate the negativity in you. You. Just by practicing one day is not enough. If you keep doing it for a couple of minutes every day, before you go to bed or just after you woke up, just 2 minutes on your bed, you can do this. Just relax your body and think about you. May I be free. May I be free from danger. May I be free from ill health, like that. And then you have to expand it a little bit further. May my parents, loved ones, may my brother, sister, or anybody be free from suffering. May he or she have good health. May there be no problems, worries, difficulties for them. May all be like that. You expand it. May, let's say for instance, may everybody in my class be free from fear of final exam. May my classmates be free from danger. May my classmates they have good health and long life. Like that, you can frame it the way you want. If someone is suffering, if someone is having difficulties in life, you can just close your eyes and think of him or her in that manner. So that means you are expanding your thought a little bit further. And then you can say the people who are living in Los Angeles, may they be free from danger. May they be free from suffering. May they be free from ill health, something like that. And then expand it further. May people who are living in California be free from suffering, danger, hatred, whatever. And then expand it further. May all the people living in the United States, because we have certain boundaries that we have set up. So let us cross all these boundaries. May all the people living in this world be free from danger, fear, anger, whatever. And finally, you say, may all beings be free from suffering, danger, fear, ill health. May all of them have good health, long life, peace, serenity, harmony, whatever the way that you would like to frame it. This manner, you start from you, and then one of the great things in this practice is that you can embrace your enemies too. In your life, you have people that you do not like, or people, they don't like you. Or we call them enemies or opponents or whatever. You can embrace them too. When you enlarge that idea little by little, from you, from your family, from your loved ones, from your mates, and then it goes further, expands further, and then you are able to love your enemies too. So you can say something like that. May my loves, may my opponents be well, happy, and peaceful. Like that, you can expand it further. And then what happens when you say something like that, when you practice like this, do you think that it will help others? Do you think that it will help your enemies, your loved ones, all the people in the world? Maybe not. Then what happens? What happens is that you are expanding your mind. You are opening your door of your heart to all the world. It's just like this. If you want to start a fire, just remember this thing. If you want to start a fire, you need some dry stuff, right? With the wet thing, with the water, you cannot start fire. You have to start from some dry stuff. That is, dry stuff is with the dry things, dry paper or dry wood or something, very easily you can start off a fire. In this meditation, we do the same thing. We start from me, the center. May I be happy. May I be free from danger. That is like, it is very easy for anybody to love oneself rather than loving your enemy. If you cannot love yourself, that's why I told you, if you cannot love yourself, how come you love others? So that's why it's just like starting off a fire with dry things. And then when the fire grows, you have seen in California, of course, you know, what do you call that? Wildfires all over the place. Sometimes they just start with little thing, maybe a little spark. But what happens when fire develops? Everything comes under it, even wet things, even the big trees. You cannot make fire with those trees at the beginning, but when the fire is so engulfing, so big, anything could be taken into that fire. So in that way, in the same way, when you practice this meditation, your heart opens. First starting from you, and then opens, expand. Mind expands, and you can embrace your enemies too, your opponents. Enemy is a big word, but whoever who is, disgusting to you, or contenders, or whatever the word you want to use. Even with them, you can think like this, because your heart is now little by little opening. That's why this meditation is set like that. You start from you, and then expand it more and more and more, so that you can embrace the whole world, all beings in the world. In Buddhism, most of the time you find this phrase, may all beings may all beings in the world be free from danger, free from suffering, free from anger, something like that. So that is this meditation. So don't think that by practicing this, you just wish that your friend, whoever who is in the hospital, be let him or her have good health, free from suffering. You might think that thinking in thus might not help the other person. It may be true. You cannot help the other person in that way, but it helps you. It helps you to open your mind, so that you can accept, anybody in this world, so that you can deal with anybody in this world without having any trouble. I usually call this meditation mind expanding meditation. Loving kindness meditation is the standard term that we use in Buddhist circles. Metta bhavana, you know the word bhavana, so it's called metta bhavana, loving kindness meditation. It has been practiced by many Buddhists all over the world over the last 26 centuries. And even today, even today, we were talking about the insight meditation, samatha, vipassana, all kinds of things, chan meditation, zen meditation. In all those meditation practice, this fundamental theory is there, that you start loving you and then expanding that to others, those who are around you, and then thinking about others, those who live out there in the world. So this practice is so crucial for a person to be healthy. Healthy in the sense, mentally healthy. Physically might be, but if you are mentally healthy, physically there are more chances that you will be healthy in physically too. So in you are young people, those of you who are young, like me, what you need to do is in your life, don't think this is Buddhist. Get some help from this practice. I'm sure, 100% sure that if you do this thing, if you learn from this thing and do it, when you have troubled situation, when someone who love you the most is in danger, you are depressed, you are in anxiety, you are in danger. That in that type of scenario, in that type of situation, practice this thing a little bit. If you keep practicing this, if this become a habit in your life, it will be a really powerful thing for you to have peace and harmony, for you to have good health. So please, by learning this meditation class and all that, I did not ask you to practice anything during the past 10 weeks. This is the only thing that I asked you to practice in your life. So you have to learn something to your life out of these teachings, out of these classes. So please, if this is not a difficult task. If you have any question about this thing, please email me, then I can explain it further. Make it a point that in your life, you need to practice at least 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Don't say that I don't have time to do meditation. You do have, we all do have enough time. We do not pay attention, right? So please make it a point. If you need further detail how to start this off and how to continue and what type of issues come on your way, email me if you are really interested. I can guide you. I can show you the path. This will help you to function better in your day-to-day activities. If you have an angry mind, if you have a negative mind, always you think about the other people's in the same way. Your response to the world means people who are associated with you, people who you meet, come across on the street, at your workplace, in your classes, or anywhere. If you are in anger or if you are in a mood, chances are that your responses to others are not lovable, not acceptable, sometimes irritating. So to get rid of irritation, this is the best medicine. We usually get irritated with others' responses to us. When other people talk about us, when other people behave badly, we get irritated. So if you follow that path, you get depressed, you get anxiety and all kinds of negative things in your behavior. So in order to get rid of all those things, this is a very good practice, what you may call the metta bhavana, or loving kindness meditation. That will help you to eliminate the negativity in you. So please make it a point that in your life to practice this thing. And then over the last 10 or 9 weeks, we have been looking at many different traditions. So one of the key words that runs all throughout these meditation practices, meditation traditions, is mindfulness, right? Mindfulness. You can call this mindfulness meditation. Some in the West, of course, there are traditions, mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, very famous. Doctors, some administrators, they use these methods. Meditation they use for their workplace, good health in their workplace, healthy workplace. So those who are suffering from depression and all kinds of psychological issues, as well as physical problems, pain for pain management, they use this method. What is the method? Being aware of you and around you, mindfulness. Sati in Pali terms, it is called sati, some mindfulness, awareness of your breath. We were talking about those things. That means being aware of what is happening within me and around me. Be focused on that thing. Be mindful. You are not following your mind to run away, but focusing on what is happening right here, right now. So that is it for today. And next week, remember, next week we'll be having our final. Get ready for the final. Okay. Thank you and good luck.